5 red heifers. All these elements are in place for what some Jews and Gentiles believe is the key to building the third Jewish temple.
The red heifers were secretly transferred to Israel. Maybe you do not know. They are an important element in the construction of the third temple. This is an extremely strong signal that the construction of the temple will soon begin. Furthermore, this is a sign of the end times. You heard right, these cows really mean a lot to Christians and Jews. Perhaps this is the reason why Hamas was attacked on October 7th. What are these? So, is Israel preparing to retake the Temple Mount? Will the third temple be built? Please watch the entire video to get answers to these questions and not miss the shocking truth that I will reveal at the end of the video. If you find the video interesting and useful, please do us a favor and press the like and subscribe button. It really helps us a lot when releasing new videos. The Red Heifers. In the realm of religious symbolism and ancient traditions, the enigmatic presence of red heifers in Israel has captured the imagination and curiosity of many. These red heifers, or flawless red cows without any blemishes, carry with them a deep significance rooted in biblical commandments and prophetic beliefs. The narrative surrounding these rare creatures weaves together elements of religious ritual, purification rites, and the anticipation of a transformative era. The origins of this fascination can be traced back to the biblical era, where God's instructions to Moses and Aaron included a statute regarding the offering of a red heifer as a sacrifice. According to the book of Numbers, chapter 19, verse 2, "This is the statute of the law that the Lord has commanded. Tell the people of Israel to bring you a red heifer without defect, in which there is no blemish, and on which a yoke has never come." This commandment emphasized the importance of the red heifer being perfect and unblemished, as it would be used in rituals of purification and atonement. The symbolism attached to the red heifer extends beyond its physical characteristics. In Jewish tradition, the ashes of a red heifer mixed with water were used in purification ceremonies. This practice was particularly significant during the preparations for Passover, as those who were ritually unclean had to undergo a process of cleansing involving the sprinkling of water mixed with the ashes of the red heifer. The red heifer, therefore, became a symbol of purity and restoration, embodying the concept of spiritual renewal and atonement for sins. The significance of red heifers in Jewish thought also extends to eschatological beliefs regarding the Messianic age and the restoration of the temple. In Midrash Tanhuma, a collection of Jewish texts, there is a statement linking the red heifer to atonement for the sin of idolatry, suggesting a deeper spiritual significance attributed to these rare animals. Fast forward to modern times, and the appearance of red heifers in Israel has sparked considerable interest and speculation. On Thursday afternoon, September 15, 2022, 5 flawless red heifers arrived in Israel from Texas, USA. The Temple Institute, an organization dedicated to the restoration of the Jewish temple, played a central role in bringing these animals to Israel. A modest ceremony was held at Ben Gurion Airport to mark their arrival, with speeches highlighting the historical and religious significance of this event. The careful handling and monitoring of these red heifers reflect the reverence and importance placed on them within religious circles. 3 of the red heifers are publicly visible in Shiloh, while others are kept in undisclosed locations under strict observation. The Temple Institute has also prepared a massive altar in anticipation of the sacrificial rites that may take place during significant religious festivals such as Passover or the Feast of Weeks, Shavuot. The symbolism associated with red heifers goes beyond mere ritualistic practices. It embodies the hopes and beliefs of a community deeply rooted in tradition and prophecy. The meticulous care taken to ensure the purity and perfection of these animals reflects a profound spiritual connection to ancient customs and future aspirations. However, the presence of red heifers in Israel has not been without controversy or speculation. Rumors and whispers about clandestine sacrifices and secret locations have added an aura of mystery to the narrative. In some circles, there have been suggestions that the mere existence of these red heifers could have geopolitical implications, with references to statements made by Hamas linking them to certain events. The intertwining of ancient traditions, religious symbolism, and contemporary realities creates a tapestry of narratives surrounding the red heifers in Israel. Whether viewed through a lens of religious fervor, historical significance, or geopolitical intrigue, the presence of these rare and perfect animals continues to capture the imagination and spark discussions about the intersection of faith, tradition, and prophecy in the modern world. the significance of the Red Heifer. The appearance of Red Heifers in Israel. These enigmatic creatures, characterized by their flawless red coats and absence of blemishes, carry with them a profound significance that transcends mere biological uniqueness. Rooted in biblical commandments and imbued with eschatological symbolism, the presence of red heifers in the modern era evokes a complex interplay of religious fervor, geopolitical tensions, and prophetic anticipation. The origins of the fascination with red heifers can be traced back to the pages of ancient texts, where God's instructions to Moses and Aaron laid the groundwork for their ritualistic importance. According to the book of Numbers, chapter 19, verse 2, the Lord commanded the people of Israel to bring forth a red heifer without defect, emphasizing the meticulous criteria required for its selection. These instructions underscored the central role of the red heifer in purification rituals, wherein its ashes, mixed with water, were used to cleanse the impure and atone for sins. The symbolism inherent in this ritualistic practice extended beyond the physical attributes of the heifer itself, serving as a potent reminder of spiritual renewal and the quest for purity in the eyes of the divine. In Jewish tradition, the red heifer also held a deeper significance within the context of eschatological beliefs regarding the restoration of the temple and the ushering in of the Messianic age. Midrashic texts elaborated on the symbolic associations of the red heifer, linking its sacrifice to atonement for the sin of idolatry and foreshadowing a future era of spiritual redemption. This eschatological framework imbued the presence of red heifers with a sense of anticipation and expectation as believers contemplated the fulfillment of ancient prophecies and the dawn of a new age. Fast forward to the modern era, and the appearance of red heifers in Israel has reignited debates and discussions within religious and geopolitical spheres. The arrival of 5 flawless red heifers in Israel from Texas, USA in September 2022 marked a significant moment in the ongoing narrative surrounding these rare and mystical creatures. The Temple Institute, a prominent organization dedicated to the restoration of the Jewish temple, played a pivotal role in facilitating their arrival, underscoring the profound significance attributed to these animals within certain religious circles. However, the presence of red heifers has not been without controversy or opposition. For Israel's enemies, the arrival of red heifers represents not only a religious provocation but also a geopolitical affront to their claims and aspirations. A spokesman from Hamas condemned their arrival as a deliberate act of aggression, citing concerns about the desecration of Muslim places of worship and the potential disruption of the status quo on the Temple Mount. This geopolitical dimension adds a layer of complexity to the narrative surrounding red heifers, highlighting the intersection of religious symbolism and geopolitical realities in the modern era. Despite the controversies and tensions surrounding their presence, red heifers continue to evoke a sense of awe and wonder among believers and scholars alike. Whether viewed through the lens of religious prophecy, historical significance, or geopolitical intrigue, the presence of red heifers in Israel serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring power of ancient traditions and the complexities of faith in an ever-changing world. However, the significance of red heifers extends far beyond their immediate religious and historical contexts. They also serve as potent symbols of broader geopolitical tensions and theological debates. The arrival of red heifers in Israel has sparked controversy and opposition from various quarters, particularly among those who view their presence as a threat to established power dynamics and religious hegemony. For Israel's enemies, the appearance of red heifers represents not only a religious provocation, but also a symbolic challenge to their claims of exclusive authority over sacred sites. The association of red heifers with the potential restoration of the Jewish temple has raised concerns about the marginalization of Muslim heritage and the desecration of Islamic holy sites. This perception has fueled tensions and conflicts, exacerbating existing divisions and animosities within the region. Amidst these geopolitical tensions, religious believers and scholars find themselves grappling with the implications of red heifers in theological and eschatological terms. While some interpret their presence as a sign of divine favor and the fulfillment of ancient prophecies, others express caution or skepticism, citing the potential for misinterpretation and conflict. The complex interplay of religious symbolism, historical narratives, and contemporary realities underscores the multifaceted nature of the red heifer phenomenon and its implications for broader societal dynamics. In the midst of these debates and controversies, the Temple Institute remains steadfast in its mission to prepare for the construction of the Third Temple and reinstate the sacrificial system. Despite opposition and challenges, proponents of the Temple Restoration Project remain undeterred, viewing the presence of Red Heifers as a tangible sign of progress and divine intervention. However, the path to the construction of the Third Temple is fraught with uncertainty and obstacles, both practical and theological. Questions regarding the logistics of temple construction, the role of religious authorities, and the implications for interfaith relations loom large, complicating efforts to realize this long-held aspiration. In the midst of uncertainty and turmoil, the presence of Red Heifers serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for believers who see in them the fulfillment of ancient prophecies and the promise of a brighter future. Whether viewed as harbingers of divine intervention or catalysts for conflict, Red Heifers continue to fascinate and captivate the imagination, inviting believers and scholars alike to explore the mysteries of faith and the enduring power of ancient symbols in shaping the course of human history. The rebuilding of the Third Temple. The significance of the Red Heifers in contemporary discourse. As Abu Obaidah's speech unfolds, we find an unexpected connection between the arrival of red cows and the broader narrative of perceived Israeli aggression against Al-Quds, the Muslim name for Jerusalem, and Al-Aqsa, the iconic mosque on the Temple Mount. The reference to red cows alludes to the 5 red Angus heifers imported from Texas in September 2022, a joint effort between a Christian ministry, Bona Israel, and the Temple Institute in Jerusalem. While the story of their acquisition may seem mundane to some, it holds profound geopolitical and spiritual implications. The meticulous process of finding qualified heifers amidst a sea of cattle underscores the dedication and diligence of those involved. Teams of rabbis from both Dallas and Israel meticulously examined calves, ensuring they met the stringent criteria outlined in biblical commandments. Their efforts paid off handsomely as they discovered not just 1 but 5 blemish-free red heifers. A remarkable feat indeed. As of now, 4 of these heifers remain blemish-free, with Temple Institute rabbis expressing hope for a ceremony before Passover 2024. The significance of this ceremony cannot be overstated, as it harkens back to ancient rituals and prophecies regarding the restoration of the temple and the ushering in of the Messianic age. Indeed, the Red Heifer ceremony holds a pivotal place in Jewish tradition, with only 9 such ceremonies recorded since the time of Moses until the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 AD. According to some interpretations, the 10th Red Heifer ceremony would herald the arrival of the Messianic age, a belief shared by many in the religious Jewish community and among evangelical Christians with a futurist view of Bible prophecy. Yet despite the profound significance of these events, the story of the Red Heifers has received scant attention in mainstream media outlets in Israel. It is unlikely that secular Israelis are even aware of, let alone interested in, the presence of these heifers in their midst. However, for organizations like Hamas, the significance of these events is not lost, as evidenced by their use as a pretext for launching attacks and inciting violence. The Temple Mount, home to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, holds a central place in the Arab-Israeli conflict, with its status and control fiercely contested by both sides. The October 7th attack by Hamas, dubbed the Al-Aqsa Flood, is but the latest manifestation of tensions surrounding this sacred site, rooted in centuries of religious and political rivalry. However, beneath the surface of these geopolitical tensions lies a deeper theological debate about the significance of the Temple Mount and the prospect of rebuilding the Third Temple. For Orthodox Jews and some evangelical Christians, the rebuilding of the temple is not merely a political or historical endeavor, but a spiritual imperative tied to beliefs about the redemption of the Jewish people and the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Efforts to rebuild the temple have been underway since the late 20th century, spearheaded by Orthodox Jewish organizations like the Temple Institute. Despite opposition and skepticism from some quarters, these efforts continue unabated, fueled by a sense of religious fervor and eschatological anticipation. In the eyes of Orthodox Jews, the rebuilding of the temple is seen as a prerequisite for the redemption of the Jewish people and the restoration of divine presence in the world. For them, the absence of the temple represents a spiritual deficiency that can only be rectified through its reconstruction. However, the prospect of rebuilding the temple is not without controversy, both within the Jewish community and among broader society. secular Israelis and some religious Jews view the temple as a relic of the past, incompatible with modern notions of democracy and religious pluralism. Moreover, the political ramifications of such a project are immense, with the potential to inflame tensions and ignite conflict in an already volatile region. Despite these challenges, organizations like the Temple Institute remain undeterred in their mission, viewing the rebuilding of the temple as a sacred duty and a harbinger of a brighter future. Whether or not their efforts will bear fruit remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The story of the Red Heifers is far more than a mere footnote in history. It is a potent symbol of the enduring power of faith, tradition, and prophecy in shaping the destiny of nations and the course of human history. The progress towards the rebuilding of the Third Temple. In the heart of Jerusalem's ancient landscape lies the Temple Mount, a site of profound significance for Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. Yet, amidst the diverse tapestry of faith and history, one enduring aspiration stands out among Orthodox Jews: the restoration of the Third Temple. For them, it represents not just a physical structure but a spiritual beacon, a symbol of divine presence and redemption. However, the journey towards rebuilding the temple is fraught with complexities and challenges, both practical and theological. At the heart of these challenges lies the contested ownership of the Temple Mount, a site revered by Muslims as the Haram al-Sharif, home to the iconic Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock. Israeli laws restrict Jewish prayer at the site, and those who visit face daily confrontations from Muslim vigilantes, underscoring the delicate nature of religious tensions in the region. Yet, recent developments have reignited hopes and aspirations within the temple movement, offering glimpses of progress toward the realization of their vision. One such development emerged from archaeological findings that challenged the denial of a Jewish temple's existence on the Temple Mount. British archaeologist Robert Hamilton's discovery of Jewish ritual preparations beneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque's foundations provides compelling evidence of the temple's historical presence, countering narratives that seek to erase Jewish ties to the site. Furthermore, efforts by the Sanhedrin, a religious governing body, demonstrate tangible steps toward reinstating future temple services. Initiatives such as the planting of the biblical temple forest and the restoration of the sacred Red Heifer reflect a fusion of ancient religious texts with modern scientific methods. The meticulous process of Red Heifer restoration, overseen by the Temple Institute and Israeli cattle experts, exemplifies this convergence of tradition and innovation. Training sessions and reenactments of temple ceremonies prepare the priestly class for their sacred duties, utilizing ritual vessels and a specially designed altar. However, the political dimension of reclaiming Jewish access to the Temple Mount remains a formidable obstacle. Israel's Supreme Court acknowledges the complexity of the situation, emphasizing the need for political, not just legal, action to assert Jewish sovereignty over the site. Looking ahead, biblical prophecy suggests a future political leader, the Antichrist, may broker a deceptive covenant leading to the temple's rebuilding. Proposals for international mediation involving representatives from the United Nations, regional powers, and religious leaders may pave the way for such a development. As we observe these unfolding events in Israel, anticipation grows for the fulfillment of biblical prophecy and the second coming of the Messiah. The journey towards rebuilding the Third Temple stands as a testament to the enduring faith and resilience of the Jewish people, intertwined with the complexities of geopolitics and divine providence. It is a journey marked by challenges, yet fueled by unwavering conviction and fervent belief in the ultimate restoration of Israel's ancient glory. In conclusion, the path towards rebuilding the Third Temple is fraught with obstacles, both practical and theological. Yet recent developments offer glimmers of hope and progress, as archaeological findings and religious initiatives reignite aspirations within the temple movement. As the world watches and waits, the journey towards rebuilding the temple serves as a testament to the enduring faith and resilience of the Jewish people, a journey guided by the promise of divine providence and the hope of redemption. In conclusion, the quest to rebuild the Third Temple stands as a profound testament to the unwavering faith and determination of the Jewish people. Despite facing formidable challenges and entrenched opposition, recent developments offer a ray of hope, signaling progress toward the realization of this ancient aspiration. As we navigate the complex intersection of faith, history, and geopolitics, it is imperative to approach these issues with sensitivity, respect, and a commitment to dialogue. The journey towards rebuilding the temple is not merely a physical endeavor but a spiritual odyssey, rooted in centuries of tradition and propelled by the promise of divine providence. As observers of these unfolding events, let us remain vigilant, prayerful, and engaged, recognizing the profound implications of these developments for the future of Israel and the broader Middle East. May we approach these discussions with humility, empathy, and a deep appreciation for the complexities of the human experience. Ultimately, whether or not the Third Temple rises again on the Temple Mount, let us draw inspiration from the enduring faith and resilience of the Jewish people as we strive to build a world guided by peace, justice, and mutual understanding. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and reflection.